Hey, what's going on, you guys? In this podcast, we're going to talk about the top 3 unmotivating things that are unmotivating you in your life. Now, it's very common. Now, everybody is kind of different, but, you know, this is the top 3 things that always make me feel unmotivated that I had to change, I had to take off of my life and focus on myself. So, the number one unmotivating thing that always unmotivates me or other people is comparing yourself to others. Now, everybody is unique. You have to stop comparing because everybody's unique. Nobody's the same, So it's like there's always going to be somebody that's better than you in something. Yeah, but you have to focus on becoming the best version of yourself. Become the smartest version of yourself, become the wisest version of yourself. And, a lot of people always feel some type of way when they see somebody that's better than them. You don't know all the hard work that they put behind it, When you compare yourself to others, you're basically saying that I'm not good enough. You have to stop saying that to yourself because the more you say that, the more you're just going to feel unmotivated. So, the number one unmotivating thing that you need to stop doing right now is comparing yourself to others. So number two unmotivating thing that always unmotivates me or mostly others is hanging out with losers. A lot of friendships you gotta have in life are like flat tires. You know what I mean? Are like flat tires that aren't replaceable, that you can't really fix. You gotta just go to a tire shop and just put out that tire and just put in a whole new tire, A lot of friendships you gotta have are like that, A lot of people in life don't want to see you succeed. You know what I mean? Like, a lot of people want to see you fail, which is kind of messed up, but you will have more support from people that don't know you. That's the weirdest thing, Most of my subscribers, obviously all of my subscribers, are the ones that I've never met in my life, never met in person, That's why, I throw and show support to my subscribers too, even if I'm not into their stuff. But, if you support me, I support you. Stop hanging out with people that doesn't support you, that doesn't really like seeing you win, like definitely it's common sense, but, I just want to put out as a reminder for those that are suffering like this, but do not hang out with losers, please. So that's number 2. Last but certainly not least, the number 3rd unmotivating thing that always gets me unmotivated or a lot of people unmotivated is having no job or income. Now, being broke is not the end of the world as long as you live with your parents and you have like food at home. It's not the end of the world, but when you live by yourself, yeah, it is a huge deal, You just have to, just be very motivated, you know what I mean? Like there's Uber, DoorDash, Postmates if you really need the immediate money. If you have a car, I would recommend downloading Roadie. Like if you want, like I actually made a podcast a couple of weeks ago of how to make money. If you're really having troubles of making money, you can listen to that podcast, but you can be rich in other resources. Like if the world ran out of books and you have a whole lot of books, you're rich in that resource. Or if the world ran out of food and you're only one in town with a whole lot of food, you're rich in that advantage. So being broke is kind of a mindset. I'm gonna make a separate podcast about this, but being broke is a really huge mindset. But you just have to have motivation. If you want to have money, first thing you need to have is motivation and a passion. So here are the top 3 things that can motivate you, that can make you feel better, that you can fix it. Number 1, develop some type of routine. Develop like some type of morning routine or some type of night routine where it's like, all right, I get up, I do this and this and this, and then I get this done, then because that's how you stay organized and that's how you can think much more clearly and you get a lot more done. So develop some type of routine. Number 2, develop positive relationships. You don't have to develop it, but like if you have good relationships in your life, keep them. Whether if it's with your parents, whether if it's with your siblings, or if it's with if you have a couple of really, really good friends, keep those positive relationships. If you don't have any of them, then try to develop it. Try to treat yourself of how you would treat other people. Last but certainly not least, the third thing that you can do that can motivate you is to find a goal and a purpose. You have to have a passion and some type of purpose that you're chasing for. What is your purpose? What does your kingdom look like? That's the most important thing in this podcast that I want to bring up. So, yeah, that's the podcast for you guys today. I hope you picked up and learned something from this. And I hope you guys are having a really good day. Peace out.